Here's an excellent question from YouTube. How do we position our thumb on the guitar? And I think it all depends on the size of your fingers, the chords you are playing, and guitar techniques you are using, okay? And I'm going to explain all these items in details in a second. Keep in mind that this is kind of my approach to guitar playing, and somebody else may have a bit different opinion about this. I think what is important to gather all these opinions, digest this, and see what makes sense for you. Okay, so keep an open mind, because somebody else may be also right. Okay, you may also learn something interesting by checking different opinions. So look, you may notice that some people play chords like this with the thumb at the top, and there is a lot of players who play like that. And you may notice some players play like this, with the thumb slightly at the back, okay? And the question is, which position is correct, this one or this one? And I think they are both correct, okay? Because when you think about the size of your fingers now, if you have long fingers, something like this probably will feel very comfortable for you, okay? And you could play a lot of chords with the thumb at the top, like that. But when you have shorter fingers, and I have kind of regular hand, I wouldn't call my fingers very long, something that for long finger person might be like this, for me will be probably more like that. So my thumb will be kind of more this way, okay? And the reason for that is that if I would wrap my hand around the neck like this, I may start to mute some strings underneath. Can you see? In this case, I've got A minor chord. And listen to this. I'm muting my 5th string. 6th string is muted also, which is a good thing because the 6th string does not belong to A minor chord. But look, 5th one, 3rd is okay, 2nd is slightly muted, and the 1st one is muted, okay? And it's because I wrapped this thumb too much around my neck. Now look, this is how it sounds. When I roll this thumb down, now I've got full sound of the A minor chord, okay? So this is why I keep my thumb slightly at the back to let the strings ring, okay? So remember this, if you have long fingers and you play like that and you can keep the chord ringing, this is probably fine, okay? So we don't have to change anything. So this is the approach of having long fingers, okay? So this is what you have to remember. Always have a look at the fingers of the person, okay? And based on this, you may assess, does it make sense or not, okay? Which is very interesting. Also, some players, they play for so long that they can kind of get used to this thumb position, okay? And anything else is just not comfortable for them, okay? So this is the thumb position when it comes to kind of, wrapping your hand. Certain chords will require the thumb. Look, I've got chord D here, for instance, and I want to play this F sharp note at the top with my thumb, okay? And this chord is called now D/F sharp. So in order to play this note, I've got two options. I may use my thumb, or I can try to redesign this chord and use my first finger. Okay, probably this is quicker version. This is quicker version to play with the thumb at the top. It's not my favorite, to be honest, because again, I've got shorter fingers, so it always feels a bit stretchy for me. But there is a lot of songs where you would use your thumb at the top to play the notes, okay? So this is one of the exceptions when I would use the thumb to play certain notes, okay? But as I said, it does not feel very comfortable for me. I prefer kind of here more relaxed way, okay? Now look, my thumb will change the position every time I play different chord. Have a look at this, and I explain what's going on. So look, I got A minor chord, then I go to the C, I go to G, I go to D, E minor, F. Can you see I played different chords, and every time I played new chord, the thumb made small tweaks, because thumb is here to support our fingers here on the fretboard, okay? And his job is to make these fingers feel comfortable on the neck, okay? So they don't have to struggle too much. They don't have to be tense, okay? So this is when I go from A minor to G, for instance. I kind of roll this thumb down, can you see, like this, just to help my fingers reach these notes in an easy way. Now when I go to the C chord, same thing. A minor and C are quite similar. in a way that they've got these two notes you are sharing, but because you have to move this third finger to the third fret on the fifth string, I'm doing this small kind of twist here. With the thumb, can you see? So the point is, the thumb is never static. It's never in one position. Don't think about this probably in a way that it's glued permanently to your neck. It's not. It's supposed to kind of move as you change the chords. It's supposed to help you play the notes. Okay, does it make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so as you see, when I play different chords, I'm going to reposition my thumb to help me reach these notes, okay, in an easy way. Now look, a little bit different situation when it comes to the scales. Let's say I want to play G minor pentatonic scale. So as you see, the moment when I set scales and I try to play the scale, I move my thumb down here. So it was not like in A minor here at the top. It's now more at the bottom here, like that, okay? Look, like this, and pentatonic scale like that. Because it does feel comfortable for me, okay? To kind of reach the notes. The reason I'm rolling this thumb down is that if I would keep this thumb at the top, it'll be for me very difficult to reach with this pinky, the 6th fret. Look, I can't really place this pinky on the 6th fret. It's kind of on the fret between 5 and 6. But what's happening is when I roll my thumb down, I may instantly reposition my fingers and I can reach the notes. And sometimes people are complaining that they can't really stretch the fingers, but I think everybody can do something like this. Look, stretch your fingers like that. And now bring this, don't change the shape, bring this to the guitar. Can you see how many frets can you actually reach? Quite a lot, right? But one thing is very important here. The thumb is kind of in the middle of the neck. It's not at the top, because look, what will happen if I bring this thumb up? It's kind of, the pinky is getting closer. Can you see? Okay, so this is why I put my thumb at the back like this. But again, if somebody has got longer fingers, he may not need to do these extra tweaks. He'll be able to play with the thumb at the top, and it'll be easy for him to reach the note. Okay, so keep this in mind, that based on how you are built, okay, and how long your fingers are, you may do things differently. Okay, this is more my approach and the way how I would play the things. And you know, to be honest, a lot of students have very similar size of the fingers, so I guess it appeals to a lot of people who play the guitar. Okay, so as you see, one more time, I roll my finger down a little bit, my thumb down, yeah, to play the note. Now look, but if I want to play vibrato technique, look what's happening. I reposition my thumb now up slightly. Yeah, can you see? Look, because the thumb now is helping me kind of bend this note up and down. The same will be for the bends. Have a look. Now you can see this thumb at the top here. Before, when I played the scale, you couldn't. And now you can see again the thumb. Can you see? So I guess I would use the thumb for the runs, kind of. If I'm playing the solo technique. It's here, but then I would do some longer runs. Then my thumb is going down. It's always alive, it's always changing, okay? This is the point. All right, so if you see that your thumb is dancing behind at the back of your neck, I think it's quite normal. So don't be scared that there's something wrong and you are doing something which is not correct. Okay, now look, if I play 3-note per string scales, these are more stretchy scales. Can you see my thumb is again here? Kind of, not maybe in the middle of the neck, but in slightly higher here, okay, in this spot here. Because it just helps me to reach the notes. Now let's see how it works with the legato technique or hammer on pull-off. Again, the same thing, it's slightly higher here. Now look, it's a bit different from the scale. It's not in the middle of the neck now. Although I can play like this, but I feel like I don't have really control here. When it comes to my fingers, it feels better to have this kind of like for the bends. I would use kind of the same technique. Because my hand is kind of now, this time is helping these fingers to hit the notes properly, okay? So same situation, remember, our thumb is alive, it's moving, adjusting to different positions. Okay, so I think I covered everything here, and I hope it will help you understand what's going on with your thumb. So the point is probably to remember is that the chords needs to feel natural for you, okay? And play them the way so they are not muted, okay? And when you play the scales and you notice that you can't play certain notes, maybe because your thumb is too high, okay? And by tweaking your thumb position, you may be able to reach these notes that you will not be able to do before, okay? So remember, for the bends, one more time, I would kind of do more here, because now what's happening, I'm squeezing together my thumb and first finger to get to this note, okay? And then if I want to play the scale longer rounds, for instance, can you see my thumb is lower? Okay, so this is how it works. I hope this video will help you with your thumb position. If not, ask some questions, go to my forum and post some questions, and we can talk and we have a discussion about our thumb placement.